This is a free sample of what my 1-hour online classes are going to look like should you choose to do some extra practice at home in accompaniment with your in-class, live, person-to-person with an instructor training. So my style of belly dance is one that is quite fused from many, many different styles. I personally have a ballet, jazz, and tap background with a little hint of contemporary, but everything to do with performing and loving dance, music, costuming, the arts, all of it. So since then, I have taken from several different instructors. They've created this blended fusion format that I kind of teach and love to dance now. So, some of you have requested, some of my students from class have requested that I review some of our most basic tribal style steps coming from the ATS vocabulary, and then earlier on the sound and pour format with pivot shift step. We're going to get into Egyptian, Arabic, bump, and if there's time, we'll walk through some shimmies or 3/4 shimmies. Okay, so let's start warming up. All right, inhale. Soften the knees, let the arms come back, and inhale. Bending the knees slightly, pull in the low belly. Grab behind the left arm, inhale tall, and take it over. Be sure to leave some space in here in the neck, so make sure you don't scrunch up. Pull the tip of that shoulder blade down towards the sits bone. Inhale first. Exhale, use your breath, come up. Inhale tall. Shoulders stay down and over. Inhale first. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Exhale, come up. Let's open wide. Flip the hands. All right, scoop it up. Rotate to the side. Trying to keep the hip bones facing the front of the room. Neck stays long. Step up nice and wide. Toes out. Bend the knees. Lift from the inside of the arches. Pelvic floor straight down. Okay, perineum straight down. Shoulders roll back. Knit the tops of the ribs together. Lengthen the neck. Chin parallel with the floor. We're going to lift the right hip. And then the left hip. Crunch. Crunch. Add a little weight transfer. Crunch. Over to the left. Up. It's very easy to want to stick the tail out during this exercise, this warm up. So do try to think about lengthening through the low spine. All right, let's speed it up. And right. Remember to breathe. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. All right, go tall, toes to the front. Shoulder height, let's take it forward. Keep the bum facing the back of the room. Belly in, shoulders down. Take the arms wide. Lengthen that neck. Drop the arms. Give yourself a hug. Bend the knees. Come up. All right. Arms go wide. Let's walk the feet in. Press into the hips. Okay, rocking side to side. Okay, look at the knees. Make sure that we're not sticking out here. Keep it under. Keep those knees walking. So even when my one leg extends, it never comes to straight. Okay, so I'm not here. This is different. This is going to result in a weight shift and a bounce. Okay, so bend both knees and don't fully straighten either of your legs. Keep the low belly engaged, soft swoop off the back. Ribs are not sticking out, rather they're knitted in. Okay, we still want that thoracic curve. Let's speed that up. We're going to begin taking little steps with each hip. Step left, right, left, right. Squishing grapes. Keep those knees bent. Hands to the hips. All right, hold it here. Think down with the right, out, up. Squeeze, down, and up. Down, extend, pull it out. Use that oblique. We're going to keep going nice and slow. As we execute this down to up figure 8 shape, we're going to think about trying to make it as narrow as possible. So instead of my hip going down and out and up and in, I'm going to think about being inside a hamster tube. Down. And I'm trying to lift the hip straight up after I drop it without using my foot. So I could actually lift the foot up off the floor. Switch. Try to keep those heels on the ground. All right. Hands down to the knees or to the thighs. Make little circles. Let's reverse. And forward. Try to keep the neck long. All right. Keep it going with those circles, but lift the upper body up. And switch, forward. We are making circles. These are kind of a horizontal circle. Now we're going to do what I call the wobble penny, which is very much underneath you. And I'm going to try and swing through neutral as opposed to taking the tail around the back. So in wobble the penny, it's more of a D shape, and it's very, very inside of you, like the center point is still always the same. Now try to keep the chest lifted. Let's reverse. Keep practicing, so squeeze up, squeeze, right? Tuck in the middle, squeeze, release. All right, we're going to take the feet a little bit wider and just do whatever circle you want to do. Okay, let the rib cage loose. Have fun with this one. Don't hurt anything. We're going to reverse that and the other way. If you want, you can take this round, take it around and around. Okay, let's hold there. Arms go wide, bring them in like you're cold. Exposed to the sun, you're cold. Out, in, and out. Now try to hold that pelvis still. So when we expand through the rib cage, I'm really holding this whole area still. This is the correct way to do it. And this is what it looks like if you're releasing the pelvis. Okay? With or without the toe lift. So watch that. We're just trying to expand through the chest. So I want you to lift up and then drop the arms down and let the ribcage roll back. Now without the arms, big inhale. If you still need to use the arms, bring them up. Okay, let's take those a little bit smaller, a little bit faster. Up for 2 and drop. As we run through this little chest exercise, try to keep the shoulder blades nice and wide. As the chest comes down, you can engage the upper abdominals. Think about the back of the rib cage or the bra strap coming back to the wall right here. Up, back goes back, contract in the front. My elbows are gently out to the side. Let's look at the hands. Okay, have them resting gently on your thigh. Attach the underside of the thumb with the thigh. Keep them nice and long. Now try to pull the elbows out to the side. Leave them there. We definitely don't want chicken wings. So if you see a little angle in there, let's extend the arms down. Try to keep them rolled back and down. A little faster. Up, down, up. Out to the side, bend the knees, pull the belly in here, rotate forward, fingertips to the outside of the leg, gently rounding down. You don't have to go too far, we're just stretching the upper back. Now back up, arms wide, lead with the back of the head, nice flat back, inhale. Chair. Now rather than sitting straight down, if you sit straight down, you're going to get a little pain or discomfort in your knees. So try to take the arms forward, the bottom behind the heels, pull the belly in, keep the shoulders down and back, lengthen the neck. So we're stabilizing the muscles around our sacrum. Asymmetrical practice, working things one side at a time, can be challenging for some hips and some muscles, so we like to stabilize, bring it up, and open. Okay, let's look at our hands. We're going to take thumb behind the wrist, pull back on the palm. Careful the shoulder doesn't go up, try to keep it down. Now let's release that down to the fingers. The music we are listening to is Radiolaria, and Radiolaria is available for download or streaming on Bandcamp. Release, flip over. There's several different albums on Bandcamp that you can select from, and the one, I like them all, but we'll get into some drilling music and some of the live classes at the studio where the music is specifically for dance drills. So check it out. The dance drill music is, the album's called We Are a Million Stars. Take the fingers out, reach on top. And I don't know what this one is. There's Cannon Strike, there's Slow It Down, there's 3/4. Plus there is quite a wide selection of traditional rhythms that you can dance to. Radiolaria, okay, R-A-D-I-O-L-A-R-I-A. Release that, give it a shake. Other hand, thumb under the wrist, fingertips to the palm. Watch that shoulder, keep it down. Watch the posture. Don't become this, okay? Bring it back in. Stand with your feet on a nice loose third, like I like to say, so you always look like a dancer. And release the hand. Down to the fingers, please. Do whatever the thumb wants to do. It can just hang out. Release that, flip it over, thumb under the wrist. Pulling back, trying to relax the shoulders back and down. We don't want to be pulling forward with them. Still stay slightly engaged in the low belly so that the pelvis doesn't release. Okay, keep that in. Release this, fingers out to the side, reach over the top, and pull on the back side of the palm. If you pull on the fingers, they don't really do much, and you might kind of aggravate your knuckles, so. And release that, give it a shake. We're gonna work through some hand floreos. So we have an imaginary conveyor belt going across us, and there's these wine glasses on it. We're going to take one hand. Be sure the elbow remains lifted. As soon as you drop the elbow, all of a sudden now you have this duck dive finger hand thing happening, and it becomes habitual, and then in your performances it will become distracting. So just a word to the wise, try really hard to control this elbow. The elbow is being pulled up. The shoulder blades are being pulled down. The neck is long, chin parallel to the floor. With this up high, bring the other hand to the wrist. We're going to grab a wine glass by the stem using the middle finger and the thumb. If you want, you can do a 2-finger grab and use the ring finger as well. And try not to let these fingers become deer antlers or okay, so take it easy with that. So it's a suggestion. We're extending energy through. When I grab it, it looks like this. So I grab the wine glass, now I'm going to flip it over, but I don't want to smash it on the conveyor belt. So I need to lift high with the back of the wrist. Okay, see how the fingers don't dive down, rather the wrist is coming up. The fingers and the elbow should be in line together. Now the wrist is going to pull in, push straight through, and then come down and back to the entry or the beginning. Okay, so grab the glass, lift the wrist, push it through, and then down and around. Keep that elbow high, that shoulder down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Grab, lift, push, and around, grab, lift, push. Let's switch hands. Grab, elbow up, shoulder blade down, middle and ring with thumb, grab the glass, lift the wrist, semicircle, flip it over, grab. Okay, the trick is not to let the fingers drop below the elbow. execute this floreo above the head, out to the side, down at the bottom. Let's try both hands. 1, 2. Be careful that the arms don't pull in and then push out. That starts becoming very bird-like. So try to keep the elbows, the shoulders, the upper body nice and stiff. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. One more. All right, relax the arms down. Right elbow pull, and left elbow pull. Right and left. Try to keep it subtle, not like you're jerking it over like this. Okay, so be extra careful. Press it out, pull it in. Press it out, pull it in. And left, and right, and left. Try to keep the fingertips as still as you can, with the fingers pointed down towards the floor. This takes a bit of control in your wrist, and it's going to be very difficult at first, so don't get down on yourself. Okay, give yourself a hug. Swing them out and up. Keep these shoulders down and out of the ears. A little shake. Release it out. So I've switched my arms. Okay, arms up to the side and up. So as if they're straight out. Now, imagine you have a personal pizza box and it is on the floor. You're standing in the middle of it and the flat edge is in line with the flat edge in front of you. So my box goes out, back, and across behind me. Out to the front corners are our downstage corners. So the left toe turned out is downstage left. The right toe turned out is downstage right. Pull your toes back in. Hands, downstage left, downstage right. This is where we want them to be. Not back here. Okay, this does all sorts of things in here to your neck and your shoulders, and slowly your shoulders will start elevating and all your little muscles in your neck are going to become very tense and tire very, very quickly. Okay, so find those downstage corners and let the fingers float up just to shoulder height. Now remember those wine glass fingers. Your hands are very loose right now, as if you could grab that wine glass. You actually, in real life, will probably have cymbals on when you're performing, but for now, imaginary cymbals will do. Pull the elbows up and back. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And now knit the ribs together. Good, so using my abdominals, you see them engage. Okay, here we are. We're going to lift the right elbow a little bit higher, up. Now put it down, shoulder height, left, squeeze it up, press. Down. We're going to begin alternating after this left, left, right. When you execute your snake arms, I would like you to concentrate more on the up and squeezing and pressing the shoulder blade in towards the center of the back and then down towards the tail. So it's more about the up than it is the down. And that is how you can control your arms and keep them looking like they're energized and purposeful, as opposed to this, which might be fine if there's one person on stage, but as soon as you get, I don't know, 3, 4, that starts becoming very, very busy. Okay, keep it nice and controlled, and then you choose how big or small it is. Don't let it tell you. Keep the belly in. Good. Give yourself a hug. Take the arms out. And then keeping those shoulders down, keep the belly in, engage, engage. We're going to soften the knees, take hands to the hips. We're going to touch the toe, step, toe, step. Okay, let's hold with the right toe up. Press into a little bit around. Not too much weight once we start circling. Don't want you to damage your ankle at all. You may find you want to hold on to a chair or the counter or something. So have something close when you do this exercise. Let's reverse that around the other way. All right, let's switch feet. Around. The other way. All right, stepping on the left foot, please. Get all of your weight over on it, but don't sink into the hip. Okay, in this dance, we never want to sink into the hip unless it's purposeful. And let's say you are taking a moment of stillness. You want to, accent a certain pose. Sure, then you can do it. But in regular steps back and forth, your dancing will become very bouncy and uncontrolled if you're always sitting out into the hip. So I'm on my left, sitting in the hip. I'm going to raise myself up, even my hips out. Okay, and now I'm ready with the right foot. We're going to work the obliques a little bit. Keep the arms forward. Again, if you need to hold on to something, please do. Be careful that you don't sit it down beyond neutral. A little faster. It's up, 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 up. Be careful you're not lifting with the knee. This is all oblique. Up, up. Keep the low belly engaged. Think about the center of the belly button as being the circle or the center that your hip is rotating around. Relax the shoulders and the face. All right, let's switch. Again, not too far out, lift it up. Up and down. Up and down. Relax your face. Remember to breathe. You can hold something. Don't keep the arms way back here. Downstage corners. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a forward fold. If you would prefer, you can find yourself a wall and stretch here. Take the feet a little closer, round the back, tuck under. Pull it up. Okay, let's get into our basic Egyptian. So we're going to work with a twist. Our arms are going to try to hold the torso straight to our audience. Okay, both heels solid into the floor. twist, twist. Keep this engaged in the low belly, because as soon as we start tipping the tail out, your hips are going to start trying to raise up. Okay, so lengthen the spine, lengthen the core. We're going to speed it up. Keep going. Breathe. So as we start to raise the arms up, you're going to start feeling your elbows want to kick in to help keep the upper body nice and flat to the front. Which is okay, that's good. Work with that. Take the arms down, faster. 3, 2, and 1. Give me touch, touch, touch. So I want you to picture toes and knees both going together. Slow it down. Whoosh, whoosh, step. Okay, toe and knee are both turning as if you're pivoting on the floor. This is going to help save your knees. A lot of our dancers, you know, we've had hard jobs. We've been on our feet a lot. And we're not professional dancers. Okay, so let's work with what we have for our body structurally. Make sure that we're not aggravating our knee joint. We don't have a lot of play in there. All right, 8s. Bring the arms up overhead. Keep those shoulders down the back. We're going to speed this up right here. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm giving the slightest gentle press out with the palms of my hand. When we are dancing this fast, we will be playing cymbals. Tack a tack, 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 tack a tack. You want to put some on and play? You can. Okay, control the fingers, keep them relaxed. Keep the neck long. Control where the foot touches before you take the step. Don't have it way out here. All of a sudden you start getting these like crazy superstar things happening. So keep it here. All right, let's practice some bumps. Plant the left foot, bring the right foot to the ball. You're going to step on the ball of the foot and then step on the flat foot, alternating right, left, right, left, right. We're going to sink down on the supporting knee, bring the rib cage over the pelvis. Keep this pulled in. And every time we step on the foot or put weight on the foot, you're going to allow that to transfer up the leg and rotate the hips. So I mean, we kind of had this happening before, exact same thing, just instead of 2 flat feet, now we have 1 up. Now try to stay underneath the shelf, so we're not going up, down, down. None of that. That's going to take your hips out of it, so stay low. Boom. The right hip hits on the count. Boom. Now note how both feet are going. So I'm going to have a little transfer of weight happening. Keep this engaged, keep this long. Good. Let's do a little cross, turn the toes out, bend both knees, transfer the weight. Let's put the arms out for some support. Speed it up. Left, right, left. Make sure we're not sticking out here. Left, right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is bump. Bump's cue, so you know what's coming, is arms coming from overhead. The body turns profile, and the right arm is going to sweep across, left-sided face. Elbow stays high. Okay, let's look at that. So we're going to step to the side. Keep the elbow high. Keep the belly in. Let's do that again. Two and 1. Good. Let the hand travel down. Keep the elbow and the wrist as even as you can. And drop it until it hits at about this left hip. Straight across to the right hip. And then out to shoulder height. Now watch here. This elbow stays lifted. It doesn't drop. So keep it lifted and all the way up overhead. Okay, so let's take it from here. Nice slow song. All right, watch. Good. All right. Let me have a look here at something. Okay. Gonna look at something else. Hold on. Okay. So moving on to Arabic. The footwork is right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. We're slightly on the balls of the feet, so to be sure to keep your balance, shift your weight forward over the balls of the feet just slightly. Okay, if you need to practice this holding a chair or the counter, please do so. And once your ankles become a little bit stronger and your feet, you'll be able to let go. Okay, so this is what the feet do. Be careful this crazy front leg doesn't start kicking out. Okay, none of this. That's craziness. Keep the feet very close together. And see how I'm just lifting the toes. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of chest work. We warmed it up earlier, so now let's have a look at how quickly these things go. Up. The smallest little baby roll through the body. The smallest baby roll. Let's do some half tap. Here we go, slow it down. You are allowed to let this float through the tail a little bit. So that will involve a contraction of the low belly. Lift, squeeze down. Here. Here. Okay, so if you have a huge weight transfer over your toes, these are going to be too big for this exercise. So what I mean is this. I mean, this is a thing. It is, it totally is. But we're trying to keep ours as little as we can, with still a bit of a movement in there. So keep it tiny. Tiny. Faster. Up. 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 Now say it with me. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Place the right foot a little bit in front of the left. Right, left, right. Oh, but that was a good song. I gotta go back. Okay, we're aerobicking back to, it's called Sidewinder. Right, left, right. Bring the weight forward over the balls of the feet, little releve, chest, chest. Okay, little tiny baby ones. When you have a group of dancers together, the subtle movement becomes very, very large. Now the foot kick out is going to want to happen and that little release after the tuck of the pelvis, right here. Okay, so watch that. It takes some control. All right, so how do you know when we're going to do this? We have an arm pattern very specific to this move, and this family of movements, this guy here is Arabic. This is like the king master of the Arabic family. We looked at this one. This is Egyptian, or basic Egyptian. We looked at bump, complete with its arm and cue. Okay, so then we can change to Arabic. With those arms safely back overhead, we're going to take the palms, turn them in, and keep the back of the hand and the back of the wrist in line with the forearm. The elbows are going to press wide as the hands come down to just below elbow height. We have a little bit of a stagger down, shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist. So pause there, have a look, lengthen, down, belly in. Keep pushing with the hands and keep the elbows nice and wide. Now push out, and the back of the wrists and the back of the elbows are going to lead the way back up to fifth position. Let's look at that again. Flip, press, down to the hips, push it out, and up. Okay. Very nice, that's lovely. Here we go. Nice and slow, Oud yoga, this one's called, I think. Back of the elbows lift, and with the feet, 1. Don't worry about the chest yet. Let's just do feet and arms. All right, let's try that with chest. Let's have a little break. Elbow stays high, belly in, hip, hip, hooray. Follow me, big arm out, keep the elbow lifted, pull to the side. Good. Gentle turn. nice and long. Rotating from the belly button to bring the shoulders towards the audience, but keep your hips to the corner. All right, we're gonna start a little bit of a cool down. We're not gonna get to a shimmy today, but that's okay. Had a little mini lead and follow. So if you enjoyed that, just back this video up. Do it again and again. Okay, some of this down to up stuff that we did before. We're going to talk about toe presses and heel presses for a couple of minutes so that everyone has a nice video reference to work this turn. So if you're just joining us, I am working now on toe and heel spins or toe and heel presses and how we can work these to get a complete turn, whether you are doing a wraparound or a pencil or a corkscrew turn, or if it's the reverse and it's a hook turn. So starting off, we have a toe press and a heel press. A toe press is when you use the ball of the foot to control. A heel press is the heel of the foot to control. Okay, so we're going to do a right toe press and a left heel press. That will turn the toes outwards. You can keep the right foot kind of facing wherever it wants to. I like mine kind of still to the front or to the corner. And then bring them back to the front. Let's do that again, same side. So heel press and lift, right, and back. Other side, left toe press, right heel press, and back to the front. Again. Now I'm going to try and go a little bit farther, and as I go around this heel foot, I'm going to allow the knee to bend if it wants to. Back to the back corner. Again. And again. Good. Let's try the other side. Left toe press, right heel press. All the way to the corner. Left toe, right heel. And oops. It's okay if you lose your balance a little bit. Just find your happy spot. Boom. Keep your weight over that front leg. So after you turn, my right becomes the front leg and the left is behind me. We're almost in this back bow kind of position. Okay, one more. Okay. Now we're going to do something tricky. We're going to face the back. And we're going to take that foot, turn them out. You're going to start here. So the foot in the back is your toe press. Okay, it's already in position. This one in the front of you, your left foot, is going to do a heel press. End facing front. Okay. Let's do that again. And back. And around. Woohoo. And back. And around. Okay. Other side. So I'm going to start with left foot back. Here we go. And back. Okay, trickiness is starting here, turning over the right shoulder and the feet here. Keep going, switch the feet here. Do that again. Right foot. Turning over the right shoulder, please. 1, 2. Horrible song. I don't like it anyways. Okay, so let's start left foot back. Now turn over the left shoulder. So whichever foot is behind when you start is the shoulder you turn over. And again, left foot back. Over my left shoulder I go. Feet come parallel. Switch your toe and your heel press. And finish the turn. Let's go the other way. So just practice this a little bit. See if you can find the knack. Okay, let's have a brief cool down. Thank you so much for joining me today. Inhale up. Open. A little forward fold. Remembering you can use the wall. Bend the knees. Sit back in a chair, arms sweep up. Lengthen through the neck, up, arms out. Balance challenge, bring the weight forward, keep the shoulders down, belly in. Arms overhead, hold. Swing the arms forward, palms face front. Lower the heels, belly comes in. Swing down. Now switch the arms. Just lift the upper body. And then swing down. Flip the arms. All the way up, leading with the backs of the hands. Belly comes in, straighten up. Grow tall. Flat feet, and up. Right arm, turn the palm out. Try to keep the shoulders and the hips facing front. Just the hips, let the shoulders go. Again. Left hand out. Remembering about the hips. Up little knees. Other way. Inhale up. Palms together. Hands to one thigh, step back, pressing the heel down and inwards. Pulling and lengthening through the low back. Let's step together. everybody for taking class today. Hope you had fun, hope you worked hard. The basics, those are like the basics of tribal style. Class 1, coming at you. Enjoy your day.